Whoever recommended me this book, I wish you well and your family, because this book is bold and beautiful written. So hello guys, today's book review is Kintu by Jennifer Makumbi. So this book is a multi-generation book. It talks about a family which has a cast, so it takes us on through this journey on where this cast started and how the family is going to uplift that cast. So the book basically is divided into 6 parts, and each part talks about the family, how it's affected by this cast. So I'm going to talk about all the 6 parts in summary. So I'll start with the first part. So the first part is basically about Kintu and his 2 wives, and we get to see on how the cast came about and what caused that cast. The second part, we meet Subi, whose twin died when her mother was giving birth, and Subi was abandoned when she was young. She ended up living with her aunt, who mistreats her. So Jennifer takes us through the journey of the life of Subi, on how her life was tough and how the curse affected her, and how the people who surrounded her aunt helped the upbringing of Subi. So Subi's life was not an easy journey. It was affected because of the curse. So the second part basically talks about this. So the third part basically is about Cain, Faith, and his 2 twins. So Cain and his wife decide to become religious so that their family cannot be affected by the curse. Jennifer takes us through this journey on how these 2 belief systems will come to play and how they'll affect this family. So we see Cain goes to the extreme part of not having sex with his wife so that the curse can be lifted. So we see how religious really comes into play in this part. So part 4 basically is about a story about Isaac, who is also a descendant of Kintu. So this shows us on how Isaac was conceived and who his father is, and we get to see through the childhood of Isaac on the way he was able to talk to nature. So he was able to talk to snakes, trees, and this was really interesting part to read because get to appreciate the traditional part of Africa. The fifth part is about Macy, who is a lecturer who comes back from Britain. So Macy can see the past and the future through his dreams. So while he sleeps, he literally dreams on what happened in the past and what will happen in the future. So in this part, we see on what role Macy will play on how to uplift this cast. So then part 6 basically is the homegoing, where we get to see these descendants come together. They call a traditional man who is educated and who will uplift this cast. So I really loved this book because it was bold and it was beautifully written, and I got to learn about the Ugandan culture, and I would really highly recommending reading this book. So if you have read, please let me know in the comments, and please don't forget to subscribe.